Set 1, double cable row. So you're going to place the cable so that it goes out from the chest. You're going to walk it back and then bring your heels outside of your hips. As you sit back, your hands reach forward. You're going to pull your fists together right by your chest, taking a thumbs up, squeezing and pinching your shoulder blades together as much as possible. I want you to get your hips just below the kneecaps, keeping all of your weight into your heels. This is a calorie burner, working your upper and lower body together. Squeeze and pinch the back as much as possible, and then just make sure the weight stays in your heels. Backward stepping lunge. Look how I'm stepping back. Both of my legs are at a 90-degree angle, and I'm keeping my shoulders over my hips. Super duper important. When you come up, I'm lifting up through my heel and stepping back so that all my weight is back into my heels. My thigh is getting parallel to the floor. The backward stepping lunge is working your hamstring the most, and it should be easier on your knees. Then we're going to go into a Bosu crunch. Have the curve of the ball match the curve of the back. Exhale, crunch up, and then lower the heel back down to the floor. Staying on the same side for 15 reps, bringing your knee into your chest. Exhale every crunch, keeping your elbows nice and wide. Exhale, inhale. Side squat on the Bosu. Place your heel right on the small circle of the Bosu. Then step out to the side pretty close to the Bosu. Again, I'm getting my thighs parallel to the floor, my hands reach forward, my butt's going back into my heels. The foot that I'm working the most is the foot that's on top of the Bosu. I'm really pressing through that heel. Inhale, exhale, reaching the hands forward. Then we're going to go into a bicep curl on top of the Bosu. This is working your core. Roll back the shoulders to set. Lock in that stomach because that is your center of balance. We're curling one hand at a time. Your palm faces you, and then you're going to bring your pinky in towards your shoulder. That little rotation of the wrist really defines your bicep in a better way. Looking forward, a slight bend in your legs, keeping the chest tall and the core tight. This is a movement that's working all of your stabilizer muscles. And then we go back into your abs. Curve of the ball, curve of the back. Exhale and twist. What I'm doing here is taking my shoulder to the outside of the knee and my feet are flat on the floor. Exhaling every crunch. Use that twist. Overhead tricep extension. You want to have the cable so it's at your shoulder height. Then you're going to grab the rope and then extend your arms forward, keeping your elbows as tight as to your head as possible. That is the most important thing when working your triceps. You're closing the rope behind you and then you're opening the rope overhead. Look at my long stance with my legs. My back leg is entirely straight and I'm really pushing into that front leg. Overhead press with a twist. This is a core exercise working your lower body as well as your upper body together. You're going to squat first and then bend and reach, almost like you're stretching overhead. Keep that core tight. That is the most important thing, and really work that waist and you'll feel it there the most. I'm using both of my hands because the more movement always is the better. That means you're going to burn more calories and make your body work for you. Bend into that squat, putting all that weight into your heels, and look at I'm pivoting through that foot as well. Inhale, exhale. Then we're going to go into a compound movement, working your upper and lower abs together. Reaching your elbows by your ears. Extend your foot long so that it's floating over the floor. I'm going to inhale and then exhale, reach for my toes, lengthening the entire body and then reaching overhead. Whenever you're using your core though and your hands are overhead, don't let the rib cage pop. I'm keeping my abs in tight so that does not happen. Use that breath, you guys. Very important to fire those abs. And then we are done. Nice work.